What started as a border misunderstanding is now raising serious concerns about security between Liberia and Guinea. Reports from communities along the Liberia-Guinea border say armed Guinean soldiers crossed into Liberian territory and even raised the Guinean flag on what Liberians say is their land. The situation quickly escalated when local Liberian youth armed with machetes, sticks, and other tools confronted the soldiers and forced them back across the border. But the story didn't end there. The next day, the Guinean soldiers reportedly returned, and sporadic gunfire was heard in the area. Now, the Liberian government has responded by deploying more troops to the border. So what exactly happened? Why is this border dispute happening? And could this situation escalate into something bigger? Let's break it all down. According to reports from the border region, tensions began when Guinean soldiers crossed into Liberian territory during the week. Witnesses say the soldiers entered an area believed to be part of Liberia and hoisted the Guinean flag. For many residents, this was seen as a direct challenge to Liberia's sovereignty. Border communities in Lofa County, especially around the Foya region, have long been sensitive areas because the boundary between Liberia and Guinea passes through rural villages where the exact border lines are sometimes disputed. When the Guinean flag was raised, word spread quickly among local residents. Young people in the area reportedly mobilized almost immediately. Armed mostly with machetes, sticks, and farm tools, the youth moved toward the location where the Guinean soldiers had entered. According to witnesses, their presence and resistance forced the Guinean soldiers to retreat back across the border. But tensions were already high, and what happened next raised even more concern. Residents say the following day, Guinean soldiers returned to the same disputed area. This time, the situation became even more alarming. Several people reported hearing sporadic gunfire near the border, sending fear through nearby communities. While the full details remain unclear, the sound of gunshots quickly spread panic among residents who feared the situation could escalate into a larger confrontation. Border communities in Liberia are still recovering from memories of past conflicts in the region. During the West African civil wars of the 1990s and early 2000s, many of these areas experienced instability, displacement, and cross-border security threats. Because of that history, any military activity near the border is taken very seriously. As reports of the incident reached authorities in Monrovia, the Liberian government moved quickly. In response to rising tensions, Liberia has deployed additional troops from the Armed Forces of Liberia to the Guinea border. The purpose of the deployment is to secure Liberian territory and prevent further incursions. Government officials say the troops will help maintain peace and protect communities living near the frontier.
I want to say to you all that you did what any patriotic citizen would have done yesterday. In the absence of national security, you were concerned about the integrity of your country. This is your country. This is the only country from which you cannot be deported. So it's like coming in your house and try to force you out. You will use all your might. Is that correct? Yes. Because this is your home. So all you did yesterday was to say, you know what? Until the national security can come, I'm going to stand my ground because I'm in charge here. This is my home. Yes. But I beg you, we're here now. Yes. And the reason why they pay order to protect the border? Yes. And the reason why they pay order to make sure that you all are safe? Yes. We're here now. Yes. So please, just give us the cooperation. You can be having issue with your neighbor, then you be having issue with your father. Yeah. We are your fathers, right? Yes. We are the head of the country. Yes. And this is the country for which you stood up for yesterday. Yes. And the reason you stood up for yesterday was because you didn't feel protected. You felt nobody stood up for you. Government has been very much concerned about it. Government has asked us, I left Monrovia this morning by 5 o'clock. I'm here with a team to make sure that you're protected. So please, let's talk to one another. All of us as ambassadors of peace. I don't want to see one Liberian getting injured. I don't want to see one of you getting hurt. If anybody has to get hurt, it should be your protector, all right? Yes. Because that's why you're paying your taxes for. They want to start your radio story. There's small quota you bring it from across the border, you're paying taxes. The reason you pay the taxes to buy the uniform and to pay me to make sure you're protected in events like this. Yes. We're here to protect you. Yes. Please support us in protecting you. All we want you to do, stay in the back. Stay in the back.
Military patrols are expected to increase in the affected areas to ensure that the situation does not spiral out of control. At the same time, Liberian authorities are reportedly working through diplomatic channels to address the issue with Guinea. Border disputes between neighboring countries are often handled through negotiation rather than confrontation. Both Liberia and Guinea are members of regional organizations like ECOWAS, which encourage peaceful resolution of disputes between member states. Still, the situation highlights how sensitive border issues can be. Border disputes in Africa are not uncommon. Many national boundaries were originally drawn during the colonial era, often without considering local communities, geography, or traditional land ownership. As a result, some border regions remain unclear or contested even today. In rural areas where forests, rivers, and farms stretch across borders, communities from both countries sometimes claim the same land. This can lead to tension, especially when security forces from one country enter areas that residents of the other country consider their territory. In the case of Liberia and Guinea, both nations share a long border stretching through mountains, forests, and villages. Most of the time, the border is peaceful, but occasional disputes have happened in the past. That's why communication between the two governments is critical in moments like this. For now, Liberia's decision to deploy troops appears aimed at preventing further escalation. The presence of soldiers can help reassure local communities that the government is protecting its borders. At the same time, diplomacy will likely play a major role in resolving the issue. Discussions between Liberia and Guinea could help clarify the situation and prevent similar incidents in the future.
Are you recording? Do you are recording? Do you are recording? Good.
Substantial evidence. Because in a court of free competent jurisdiction, you must produce evidence.
Yeah, stop it.
You must produce evidence.
Stop,
Maybe.
Border commissions and joint security meetings are often used to address these types of disputes peacefully. Residents in the region are hoping for a quick resolution so that life can return to normal. The recent tension along the Liberia-Guinea border serves as a reminder of how quickly misunderstandings over territory can escalate. For now, Liberia has responded by reinforcing its border security while diplomatic efforts are expected to follow. The hope is that both nations will work together to resolve the dispute peacefully and maintain stability in the region, but the big question remains, will this situation calm down quickly, or could tensions continue? What do you think about this situation at the Liberia-Guinea border? Do you believe the deployment of troops was the right decision? Let us know in the comments below, and if you want more updates on Liberian news, politics, and national security, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss an update.
Okay, folks. No, we asked for permission before. Yes, sorry. Thank you. Okay, folks, we are here at the police academy junction precisely where we noticed 5 to 6 trucks of the AFL, the Armed Forces of Liberia. We had 5 trucks that were 5 to 6 trucks that were here. I think 5 is already headed, which we saw, and we were not able to count the actual number, but the approximate number is between 5 to 6 that already left. So we have the last truck here. I think it's heading back, but then 5 have already left for Lofa County. Heavily armed AFL officers already left from the police academy area, there where they were parked, and while passing by, and we spotted those personnel, and they already left. So we have another truck that is heading back. So this happens to be an assurance that the government